Hello there. Well, today I'm going painting with a friend in the New Forest, and we're coming to this particular place because the gorse is really good this year. I don't think I've seen the gorse better. Now, gorse is an extremely prickly bush. It's got really big spikes on it, and the vegetation is green where it's growing, and it can grow at least 2 meters high, maybe more. Now, it's sometimes called fuzz or whin, but there's a local saying that when gorse is out of flower, kissing's out of fashion, and that's really because there's always a little bit of flower at any time of the year, right through the winter. Of course, in the spring you get a lot more flower, and it also gives off a wonderful scent of coconut, which is lovely. Now, one of the reasons we've got such good gorse stands in the New Forest is that it's managed by fire on rotation, and the fire stimulates growth from the base, and it also helps the seed to germinate. Well, I'm setting up here, and I'm not sure, but I think I've got a good scene that I'm going to paint. I'm going to paint looking towards down the valley, and there's a little wood in the distance called Pitt's Wood. Now, I should also say that gorse is a very good habitat for nesting birds, particularly the Dartford warbler, which is rare in most places, not so rare in the New Forest. And of course, it's also grazed by the ponies. Believe it or not, you can watch a pony getting its lips round to really prickly bits of gorse and picking the perhaps younger bits off at the end. But it's quite novel to watch the ponies tackle this incredibly prickly bush. Now, I shouldn't really complain because it's a lovely dry sunny day, but there is this cold wind which is blowing straight into my face. You can see from the bushes how they're being blown around, and it makes your eyes water when it's that cold. But it's one of the vagaries of painting in the open. It's most essential to get your colours right, to paint directly from nature. But any time you do get out, you build up a sort of a memory of colour. So when you take your canvas back to the studio, you know exactly the colours that are there in nature. Now, that's my effort today. It might not be a painting that I'm going to keep, but it could also be a good reference for something perhaps a little bit bigger, and maybe have a couple of ponies in it as well. But it's been a lovely morning, and I'm just putting some finishing touches to it, but it's very easy to push wet paint around too much, and then you start to spoil what you started with. So I shan't do very much more to this painting. I shall leave it, let it dry, get it back in the studio, and see what I can make of it. Now, it's at this point that I wonder whether I should have been slightly to the right or slightly to the left, because I think I would have done better to have a stronger image feature in the foreground, which would help send back the background. But anyway, these are the things that happen when you're out plein air painting. You always think you can get a better position. Anyway, let's go over to Barry and see how he's getting on, because he's a very experienced painter, and I might be able to learn a bit from his painting. Now, I notice he's standing with quite a strong feature in front. Yes, he is, and actually I think this is a better position to paint from. Anyway, we always learn a lot when we're out painting in the open air. If you did enjoy this little video, which I hope you did, please click a like, or maybe subscribe so you can see another video later. Isn't that a beautiful scene? That yellow gold is everywhere. Goodbye.